Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Nick, this is my mom Jen.
Hi guys.
And we're back with Better Call Saul, Season 4, Episode 2.
Yes.
So last episode we had Jimmy and Kim finding out Chuck's
and
funeral.
Howard falling apart and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
poor Howard.
Poor Howard.
Saying that, you know, I think he did what he did because of me. And
then Jimmy let that stand.
I guess that's your cross to bear, Howard. And he just sort of...
And I mean, it wasn't Jimmy specifically that did anything. It's not like he was the reason. It was that the things that happened with Chuck, right? But he needed to say in that moment, don't be true, you know.
Well, like in general, but like you could say like the insurance stuff came to a head.
Oh, yes,
forcing Howard to fire him. So like it wasn't
true.
It wasn't like the direct contributor.
You're right. I forgot Jimmy started it to begin with.
It was a contributing factor.
Yeah.
But he wasn't willing. He wasn't willing to like admit that. And you know.
Yeah.
So we had, you know, that, and then Mike had a fun little inspection at the magical warehouse.
That's funny. Yeah.
Just driving around and donuts and signing birthday cards. And
yeah.
Told them to call Lydia. And then also we had Nacho throwing away the pill bottles and everything.
Oh, but Victor saw him.
So Gus suspects something.
Yeah.
Which is, you never, like in any of these sort of like businesses or scenarios, you never want like certain types of people to notice you.
Yes.
Because bad shit can happen. Alrighty, let's dive in.
Oh, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't jump when that happens, then you got no feeling there. Would they bring in their own doctor?
Well, that's Gus's guy.
Oh, right.
Sounds kind of dumb, to be honest. I just want to watch it get. You're just afraid to lose $20. You want to bet on the game once too.
We're in a hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't usually yak like that down the hallway when it's dark. They shouldn't. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
He's no longer in a coma, but he's unresponsive. Might it be different if he was in the care of someplace like Johns Hopkins, perhaps?
Why does Gus want him to live so much?
Well, because he wants to sort of draw out the revenge, remember?
Oh, okay.
Like in Breaking Bad, he saves him for last.
He doesn't get, oh, you're right. He wouldn't get the satisfaction of...
Yeah.
I can think of no better judgment on this man.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this what he deserves?
I decide what he deserves.
Okay. Yeah.
No one else.
Like, if you knew the shit I knew... Yeah.
Or if someone, say, tampers with his medication...
Yes.
That might
wreck the plan, too. Somebody spiraling here? Yeah. Why would you be juicing in the middle of the night?
Oh, did I wake you with the noise?
No, not at all.
I totally didn't I?
No, I was getting up.
I'm sorry. I've got
Eventually.
a job interview.
That's like when people phone. No, wasn't sleeping, even though you were. It's like, why can't you tell them you were sleeping?
Videra, and I'm working my way up north to Algodones. I got a lot of ground to cover.
What's he gonna do?
job interviews.
Besides, this is your office now. I don't want to be a distraction.
But you're not a distraction.
That's right, because I'm going to be out there finding me a job.
Jeez.
Keeping busy.
Yeah.
You're not going to that meeting?
Nah, if there's anything important, Howard knows how to find me.
Oh, what, like his reading of his will or something? He probably didn't leave Jimmy anything, though. Oh, this is his dad, eh?
Yeah.
He's gonna be here somewhere. Hiding in a corner. No, there he is.
So soy yo.
Oh, he had such a good relationship with his dad, eh?
Yeah.
Todo terminó.
Just that you did it in the first place, though.
Mm-hmm.
Can't erase that.
Puedes quedarte con eso. Nadie viene por él.
Dirty money, though.
Yeah.
Budging, eh?
Not saying a word.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Ain't that the worst, guys?
Mijo, ¿y cuándo va a terminar esto para ti?
En eso ando trabajando.
Oh, boy. He knows he might lose his boy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of these times with somebody's grief where it just hits them in the wrong place. All of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the guts of this beast? It takes 15 seconds to get a printout. I worked with one back in Chicago.
That machine was almost too good. Counterfeiters use it to make phony $5 bills.
What?
Yeah.
That's...
Don't tell him that.
Back in Chicago,
Yeah.
he used it for...
Yeah.
Hummels.
Yes. Those were
Oh, he's
Almas.
remembering.
Love collecting the little things.
That one client he had.
Yeah, the older folks.
Says here you were a lawyer
Yeah. Oh.
up until not that long ago.
You know why God made snakes before he made lawyers? He needed the practice. I know you're looking for somebody with sales experience, and I don't have any, except being a lawyer.
Yeah, he's been selling himself all constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of high-ticket items and a clientele primed to say no.
Well, my spirit animal is a Gila monster once I land. Yeah, absolutely, anytime.
Yeah, we're gonna put our heads together, have a decision in, say, about a week or so.
I'll let you know then.
What's wrong? Oh. Is he going to do a dumb Jimmy thing here? Or they're going to be talking about him and he'll hear.
The time you spend looking for someone is time I could be out there working for you. And sure, there are salesmen out there with way more experience than me. None of them will have the connection to your machines that I do. None. I worked in the mailroom. I know better than anyone that the copier, it's the beating heart.
I mean, he's a born salesman.
Yeah,
Right?
he is.
Yeah.
That is a healthy, strong heartbeat. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
You think the lawyer part will trip them up?
Jimmy, welcome to the team.
Wow. Okay, he did it.
Wow.
I just come in and do that little song and dance, and I'm in.
Yeah, right. That's right.
So he thinks he can do that anywhere now,
Are
probably.
you out of your mind?
Oh my God, what the hell?
Oh,
What? Oh my God.
No due diligence? No background check? No, just hire the guy that says them fancy words?
They're like, are you bipolar or what's going on here?
So you're not taking the job?
No, I'm not taking the job. Suckers.
What the hell was that?
I feel sorry for you.
So one way to look at it is that it reminds him of, do you remember the flashback of his dad's store? That guy came with the story about about like his kid and everything. Like, if these guys can be talked in by just some like flashy words, then they're not really sort of worth his time. It was quite the scene.
That was crazy. Is he going to do this at every one of them, or?
Papa,
Huh?
look how high I can go.
This is he. Meet at what time? All right, baby. Time to get you back to your mama.
5 more minutes?
Oh, honey, come on.
Turn her 5 more minutes, eh? You kids are all the same.
I know, we just want to enjoy ourselves.
Yours was always at night with reading and stuff. It'd be like, I'm going to keep reading. I hate when people do that.
Mm-hmm.
They keep.
I'm just looking for an explanation.
About him driving around the warehouse?
If I show my face in your warehouse, it makes for a better cover story. Anyone ever asked if I was there? I was. Plus, you had a few things that needed correcting, so... Madrigal has 8 terminals in the Southwest. 1 down, 7 to go.
All right, then. Good meeting. This could have been an email.
It literally could have been.
At the moment, you have Gus Fring's respect. I'd want to keep that if I were you.
Yeah, because between the two of us, I'm the one at risk of losing his respect.
Yeah, really. The heavy sigh from Mike.
Yeah.
Tired of dealing with dumbasses.
Basically.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Oh, God. The twins.
Yep.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
Dr. Bruckner?
Dr. Bruckner's visiting from Johns Hopkins.
Look at that. Johns Hopkins. Huh.
Salamanca.
Johns Hopkins?
Yes, a generous grant came through, which allowed Dr. Bruckner.
Thank you. Again, I don't want to step on toes. We can co-manage care if you like. We can...
No.
Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with this.
Are you the family? Es estimular esas mismas partes para que puedan reconectarse.
Don't worry. We're still running things.
Try telling them that.
So, how's it going?
Tuvimos un problema con esa pandilla de mierda en Lomas, pero les mostramos algo bien firme. Nos encargamos de eso.
God, he's a little yellow, eh? What do you want him to do? Wake up? Guys. You guys talk to him. He's your uncle.
Va a superar esto. Y estar más fuerte que nunca.
Biting his lip really hard. No job too good for him, eh?
I spoke with your security contractor. What he's doing makes no sense.
Do his reasons matter?
They do if he's unreliable.
He is reliable.
He's very reliable.
I don't know where he's going to turn up next, what disruption is going to cause, what mess I'm going to have to clean up. This isn't something I want to spend my time worrying about.
Then I suggest you give the man a badge.
Yeah. There you go. Give him a badge and let him do his thing.
Yep.
Because he's obviously doesn't want to call all the attention to everything.
No.
What has he got here? Results of blood tests or pills or the ones that were thrown in the water. Notice they're not showing us. They're blurring it.
Yeah.
Plus, I say, you already know what's going on.
Call Victor. Have him meet us.
Oh, she's coming to see Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few more. I know Chuck was thorough. This is the agreement for the transfer of property, as discussed. If you can initial.
Oh, he left everything to her.
Howard suggested, and of course I agree, that it would be the right thing for Jimmy to go through whatever survived and take whatever he wants. I mean, anything with sentimental value.
We can set up a time. As far as Jimmy's concerned, all that's left is for him to sign this agreement letter.
Let me guess. 4,000?
5.
It's what you give when you want to cut someone out of a will but not have it contested.
Oh.
Chuck also left a substantial endowment for a scholarship for deserving youth. I was hoping Jimmy would agree to serve on the board.
What were you thinking when you came to Jimmy on the day of his brother's funeral and laid that shit on him? That Chuck killed himself? What's wrong with you?
I don't think that's fair.
Fair? Let's talk about fair. Hey, let's let Jimmy dig around the fire-damaged wreck where his brother died screaming. And then let's let him pick up a keepsake or two. That is so fair. You want him to serve on the board of a scholarship committee? A scholarship that Chuck never in a million years would have given to Jimmy.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, what's this too, huh, Howard? What's in this? One last screw you, little brother, from beyond the grave? Am I really supposed to do this to him?
God, she's good.
She is amazing.
What can I do to make it better?
I don't blame him for anything.
No.
Howard,
no.
No.
There is nothing you can do.
And Kim herself is just like venting her feelings. And
on behalf of Jimmy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see that as him going and I saw that as unburdening and we all do it together kind of thing.
With the people who knew Chuck best.
I don't hold anything against Howard.
But God, what a scene.
Jesus, she's good. And she never got nominated here, eh? For this show?
No one did.
Oh my God.
No one in the entire fucking cast ever won.
Seriously.
Nominated, sure, but...
Yeah.
White Heat without interruption. The other is showing Jaws 3 with...
Yeah, put it away for now.
Jaws 3.
Sophie's Jaws.
3D, to be exact.
Yeah.
Actually, I got an offer.
Really?
Yeah. It didn't feel quite right. It was...
I showed them my crazy side and they didn't really... She's sure loyal to him, hey?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
We're going to miss the movie.
Careful of the cat.
Yeah. Is he going to find that letter, and you think, on his own? I don't know, I ask you questions. You've already know. And you I keep forgetting you've already seen it. Must have been hard for her to have that cast on all the time, eh?
Yes.
Because you have to do things differently with a cast. I mean, I've never had one on, but...
Me neither, no.
Thank goodness. I don't know.
Especially if you're like a righty or if it's your dominant hand.
Yeah. Oh, the Hummels. Jesus.
That's the one that the guy had.
Yeah. Oh, he's checking the... And if it's... Oh my God, it's worth $8,000.
Almost 9,000 for that little...
He's not going to steal it, is he?
Hey, it's me. Listen, I got something for you. It's a job.
Oh, Jimmy.
We're taking 6 tonight. What? 6 keys is what the boss would want. You gonna back me up or what?
Well, your boss isn't really in a position to help you or anything, so...
Salamancas get 6. We're not leaving without 6.
Your boss isn't giving orders. He can barely even open his eyes.
I'm giving the orders.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go?
Why would they do this, though?
Well, because last time they took 6, Hector told them to, so I was like, oh, the boss would want this, and...
Yeah, but why...
Oh, you mean why would they give it to him?
Yeah.
Well, I guess easier to do this and talk to Gus than, like, start a shootout and get them all, like, found out.
Yeah. But Gus arranged this meeting, right? He said, get Victor, or let's meet Victor, right?
Yeah, this is also like the scheduled meeting that they always have.
Okay, right.
That's how you do it. We had them pissing their pants.
Oh. Oh! Well, we know they don't... well, I don't know about Nacho.
Jesus Christ.
I know what you've done.
Oh.
Look at me.
What a terrible way to die.
Yeah.
From now on, you are mine.
But we know he doesn't die, so they're gonna just...
Well, Arturo, we never see him in Breaking Bad.
Oh, I thought we did.
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Holy shit. I thought they were going to poke a hole and say, there, see, we can. Oh my God. Oh. That's why this show messes with my mind, because I'm trying to remember who we saw when. And
so of the people that we just saw, the other ones that aren't in Breaking Bad are Nacho and Arturo.
Right.
Nacho, obviously his plot is still ongoing, so Arturo was...
Yeah, so he's got to be like a double agent now.
Basically. Gus owns him now. And he was just saying to his dad...
He told his dad, it's almost over. I'm working on it. Oh my God, I mean... You know, again, we're talking about all these guys that are all flawed and they're all criminals and whatever, but you know, you can feel sorry for people. And,
absolutely.
I feel sorry for Nacho, like
right,
with him all the way to try and take Hector out, but I know he didn't. Obviously, you know, he's in a wheelchair and all that. So, I mean, he did that at least, but impeded his life, sort of.
Yeah,
I guess.
But also, like in the in this whole sort of criminal world of like the Southwest and whatnot. Like, you know, Nacho and the Salamancas obviously are very scary, heavy hitters and everything, and then these like cartel gangsters and everything. But Gus is his own particular brand of terrifying.
Yes, because he's one of those people that's look, he owns a business and he's friendly to everybody and he gives to the community and right. And then on the other second, it's like, oh, look at his face.
Out comes the box cutter and everything.
So now to explain this, because they came to get their who were they? Hector's in a coma, or
yeah, like the
they have nobody to answer to.
Basically, because they were sort of like the last episode when Bolsa was like, you know, the territory stays the same, deliveries are the same, and they're sort of just like stewards of like the.
But now with them killing him, and I guess Nacho's got to be the guy to go between.
Well, Gus obviously has a plan
because there's all these people waiting for the drugs to distribute, right?
Yeah,
and that's where the money comes back. And...
Right now, the way it works is that Gus is the one who brings stuff across the border.
Right.
The Salamancas like process it and then sell it on the streets.
But Gus has his own selling as well.
Not right now.
Oh.
Eventually, when in the Breaking Bad era, he does.
Okay.
Because right now, like with the keys, the stuff they're taking, basically, like the cartel is moving essentially Colombian like cocaine into America.
Okay.
And it's not until Breaking Bad when Gus starts when they switch to doing like crystal meth.
Yeah.
And Gus, like, when he has the lab up and running. So right now, like he's simply just like delivering the cartel's product.
Okay. Because it's when the lab is up and running that he ends up. Okay.
Yeah. He sort of strikes out on his own, as it were.
But I had heard all the drugs come through Canada.
But yeah, like just seeing like, you know, when he was talking with his guy who checked in on Hector, and he's like, oh, you know, isn't this a suitable enough fate for this man? Yeah. He's like, I decide what happens, no one else.
Yeah, and I forgot why for a minute there.
And also, like, when he was looking at the paperwork, he was probably, let's say, the results of like what happened or maybe medication or whatever. But you could tell like he was angry.
Who, Gus?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like the fact that he personally like zip tied the bag over Arturo's head. And
yeah, because usually he's not doing the dirty work, right? That's what you have guys for.
Mm-hmm.
And Nacho was just like,
but just like to see a guy like hogtied like that, and just like to see him like taking his last breath,
God.
It's very chilling.
It is. Like, it's horrifying.
Yeah. I mean, the guy was like a tool, and we're not really sad to see him go. But
this is this business, right? Is that like we were just saying earlier that it's just. It doesn't matter. There's always somebody behind you waiting to push you aside or kill you and doesn't care.
Yeah.
Right? They all want more money. They all want more power. They all want... Yeah. So there's no making friends and how could you do that to me or any of that stuff, right?
Yeah. So yeah, Nacho was in deep way, way, way more than he ever thought he would be.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, we had Jimmy just sort of kind of going through with his life and with the interviews and everything. It's like, seriously? You're just gonna hire me red like that? No, like background checks, nothing. What? You're a bunch of suckers.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's a scene that really kind of confuses and frustrates a lot of people. But I think at its core, like we kept saying, you know,
it's like Jimmy's sort of saying, "You're not good enough for me to work here."
Kind of, yeah. Because like
you're too easy of a mark and push over.
Like we were saying, like, you know, Jimmy is like a born salesman. He knows how to talk to people. He knows how to sell himself, you know, as a lawyer and everything.
Yeah.
So like that was him sort of being his true self. But then seeing them sort of so easily buy into it kind of like reminded him, because, you know, by the time Chuck ends up killing himself, things that remind him or make him think of Chuck piss him off.
Yeah.
But it's like with his dad, he becomes kind of like disappointed or pissed off as well, because like, you know, his dad was such a soft touch and everything.
Yeah.
So I think it's like with them just sort of like just believing it because he put on a convincing argument that it sort of reminded him of that. And but then and then we had that amazing scene with Kim and Howard.
She's so good.
Like Rhea Seehorn is just like such a great talent.
But it's too bad too that she's, I mean, well, not too bad, but she's, you know, she loves Jimmy. Do anything for him.
Yeah.
I mean, we love Jimmy too. It's just that he's not a good guy.
He's starting he's starting to more sort of like, you know,
slipping Jimmy, right?
Exactly.
He's starting to slip more
exactly.
Into
Yeah. Well, and it's like, you know, like when Kim sort of, you know, accused Howard of like purposefully offloading his guilt and trying to like put things onto Jimmy.
Yeah.
In a way, she was kind of doing something similar because of they were so horrible, because like Jimmy just refuses to acknowledge any of it. That was her breaking point, you know. And also like it is, say, like infuriating when Chuck, like she said, gives just enough that it can't be like legally contested. Like here, just like the barest minimum.
Yeah.
And then also like you know, a scholarship that he never would have given Jimmy in a letter, and it just, you know, like most of their relationship, it feels like it, you know, an afterthought at best, or
of course
a slight
at worst. Yeah, even from beyond the grave. Yeah,
but then
tell you
know,
what I think of you.
But then like Howard was just like, you know, tell me what I can do, please. Like
I feel bad for Howard.
He's so shattered by this whole thing,
because they haven't shown us that he's done anything shady or whatever. I mean, there's been moments of whatever, but not, you know, the Kim thing with the Mesa Verde and
like, you know, when Jimmy did the commercial thing, and then Howard put her in doc review for like those weeks, and like it was kind of a dick move, but also it's like, you know, it's not at all the worst thing that anyone's done in the show.
Exactly, right? He didn't. Yeah, so I don't see it. And it's funny, when this show first started, I was like, because I think I've seen that actor in other shows, and he was always this real cocky,
smarmy sort of
smiling, you know. And so I went into it kind of with that, and he was at the beginning. It's like, is he that way? And then it's like, no, he's a good guy. Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because I think I mentioned when we sort of started, but I've seen people comment of like legal proceedings and how like the law is and lawyers. The show is very accurate, but also in like the types of lawyers there are, because, you know, with Chuck it was like, you know, like the sort of, if you want any kind of like to learn about any kind of procedures, or if you want like technical stuff, like he's your guy. He knows the entire code back and forth, backwards and forwards. Howard is good at, say, like public relations. He's good at like wining and dining and dealing with clients and facilitating meetings and everything,
bringing them in,
and but then Jimmy is a good, say, like a front guy, like a salesman. He's good at getting the clients in the first place. So like, you know, Howard is like, there was that scene when they were meeting with Kevin and Paige before Kim left HHM. Remember that they like walked around the office for like a minute or two, and Howard's all like, and then they got there, he's all, hey guys, how's it going? And he's good at sort of like the corporate side of things. But
this really shook him. I mean, obviously it's a big deal.
Well, and like this is at the point in the show when I really started to love him as a character, because towards the end of season 3, when like his relationship with Chuck breaks down, like he, you know, he's like, you are my mentor. I have, you know, you taught me everything I know. I've deferred to you and everything, but you're like betraying my trust. Like you tried to sue the firm and all of that. And it's like, you know, you really felt bad for him because he, you know, did everything for Chuck, much like Jimmy did. Now, in the wake of his death, he's dealing with his own guilt, you know, because he thinks that he might have killed his mentor. And, you know, Jimmy's being so kind of cold and everything. But it's just like, you know, all of these are like amazing characters.
Yes.
And, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good old like Rhea Seehorn. I am really excited to one day check out Pluribus.
Because she won an Emmy for that.
I've heard really good things, you know, just like
tell us, guys, if it's, you know. I think they said there's been a season, and people were worried that season 2 wouldn't be as good.
They're thinking about I've seen some things go by on like Reddit and such, but yeah, like, you know, Vince Gilligan agrees with the rest of us that, you know, she, much like most of this cast, deserved much more recognition. So I'm glad that she has a chance now with her new show. But yeah, she's just like such a phenomenal actress. Like you felt like the blistering emotion as she was screaming at him. Like she was like, it was like a volcano. Like the pressure was just released. You know, so good. So yeah, things are really kind of heating up here, and then we got all like
I'm scared. I'm scared again. I was scared in Breaking Bad. As things went on, I'm scared in this one too. Even though I know, well, I don't know. I don't know a lot of this stuff because some of these people weren't in it, right?
And that's the thing, like Howard, Kim, Nacho, I mean Chuck. Now that we've seen, but like most of the show's main cast were not in Breaking Bad.
No, but I'm still really pissed that Kaylee doesn't get his money.
Right.
Oh.
Like
He should have figured out a way to.
Like 3 different times he tried, and even like Jesse after Mike died tried to like give her some, but Saul pointed out that like all of his attempts, the feds were like watching her and everything, so like she, it all ends up being for nothing in that regard.
Yeah.
So a lot of developments here, a lot of emotional moments, and Arturo and his poor idiotic ponytail are no longer with us. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us, guys. This was a humdinger of an episode. If you want to watch the full length of our reaction, I'll put a link down to our Patreon below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed.
Yes, please.
And that's all we have for you now. So we will see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.